What's going on, guys? It's Fuzzy. Welcome back to yet another MLB recap. I'm sure that I'm the last person that you guys expected a video from, but I've been posting all weekend, so I know that baseball is not in session because of what is happening in the world, but I'm still posting videos every single day, so I have a challenge for you guys. If you don't watch MLB The Show, maybe give it a chance because it is baseball, and I try to edit as well as possible so it's funny. So if you really do miss baseball that much, we're going to try and sprinkle in some MLB recaps, but MLB The Show as well as me streaming on Twitch, it's happening every single day and it's a lot of fun. So I challenge you to come hang out, talk baseball with me. We do it all day long. But boy, oh boy, do we have some news to talk about today. Do you know the umpire Angel Hernandez? He is most known for being the worst umpire in baseball. He makes the worst calls. He has the worst attitude. There's just something smug about him where not a lot of people like watching Angel Hernandez because he thinks the game is about him when really it's about Mike Trout and Bryce Harper. But that's aside the fact, he said he walked into a building and there were some baseball reporters around it, and he looks at the reporters and the writers and he says, "See you guys in June." Now, this would not be the first time that Angel Hernandez has done something pretty crazy and also had a chance to be wrong, because he has a pretty high chance of being wrong considering his track record as a Major League Baseball umpire. So if you guys are wondering when MLB is going to be back in session, we have an official source, Angel Hernandez. I mean, he has some of the closest ties to MLB that we can find in the game right now, probably just as close as Jeff Passan or Ken Rosenthal, some of the top reporters. So what he says is kind of scary, the fact that see you in June. I don't want there to be baseball in June. What does that mean for the game? Does that mean that are we going to have a shortened season? Are we going to be playing 162 with a bunch of doubleheaders and acts? Like, these guys are going to be so drained if we have to do that. So there's a couple of different things that we can do. One, I think that we can start the game, we can start the season in June and there's just playing Tropicana, playing a domed stadium in December. Maybe we can have the World Series on Christmas. I don't know how that would work, but it's something that has to be considered, because at this point, how are you going to fit in a full 162 game schedule? Maybe this is the first attempt at shortening the season and you play 132 games, or maybe you play 142, because over the course of the last couple of years, people have been demanding that Major League Baseball shorten its season because it's too long. So this is something that might go into effect. I want you guys to let me know in the comment section down below. If you were the commissioner of baseball, one, would you start baseball in June? Would you want to make sure that everything is safe and sound? Or would you go ahead and say May? Because I've heard May, but then this is kind of crazy because this is Angel Hernandez saying that we'll see each other in June, and which sucks for me because I really want to post MLB recaps. I'm still going to try and make ranking videos and fun MLB videos, but for right now, I miss you so much, baseball. Can you please come back? Like, a world without sports, which is what we have right now, is kind of boring. You know, I kind of miss Skip Bayless yelling and all the other guys that are kind of wrong all the time, but at least they're entertaining to watch, kind of like myself. Yeah. So I know I brought up that the world is ending, and you guys know exactly why that is. Now, I can't say the official word because I've already explained this. As soon as you say the word, the sickness that is going around, YouTube says, nope, you cannot put any ads on your video. I don't know why that is, because a couple weeks ago, they were demonetizing people because they called it a hoax, and now it's not a hoax anymore. So good on you, YouTube. Alex, you did great on that one. But we're going to go ahead and talk about the first official case in Major League Baseball of someone that just tested positive. And if I have to make you guys guess, who has been the one team that has had the worst luck this offseason? The New York Yankees. And guess what? It happened again. A young, or he could be old, he's unnamed right now, a minor league player for the New York Yankees has been tested positive for the pandemic that is going around, and I just cannot believe this. So first of all, you've had injuries to superstars like Aaron Judge, James Paxton, Luis Severino. Who are the other guys? Giancarlo Stanton. They're all on the shelf currently. They're going to be back healthy because the season is going to be delayed. So on one hand, the baseball health gods helped them out. They gave them pretty much a get-out-of-jail-free card. But now the Yankees players are the first to contract this, and it just almost makes sense. So again, guys, I don't really know. I don't have the professional advice, but I have been watching a lot of podcasts. I don't know if Joe Rogan can classify as professional advice. He had a professional on it. So really wash your hands. There's something called social distancing. So try to stay inside as often as possible, especially if you're like my age. If you're in your 20s and 30s, I would say try and stay home. I know a lot of you guys are being forced to work, which is kind of shady. Apple's shutting down. Major League Baseball shutting down. Restaurants are shutting down. I mean, I live in Las Vegas, and the Strip is one of the busiest and most packed places in the world. There's almost no one there. It's a ghost town. Everyone is pretty they're up in arms about staying home and making sure that this does not spread. But yeah, the Yankees, the first case of that in baseball, just insane. Absolutely insane. Minor league baseball players are actually making more money not playing baseball than when they were 2 weeks ago. So if you guys want to know what I'm talking about, there's a player, I don't remember his name, I did see this on Instagram. I'm going to go ahead and put this up on the screen right now. He made $66 yesterday doing DoorDash. DoorDash is pretty much like Postmates. You pay someone to go get your food, you give them a tip, and then they get most of the tip. I think they actually get 100% of the tip if you're using DoorDash. So he made $66, and if I have to guess by watching all the videos that I have in the past from Matt Antonelli and just speaking to Trevor Bauer and stuff like that, minor league baseball players get screwed and they maybe make $20, $30 a day, and that's if they have a small family. If you're from a foreign country, maybe the Dominican, where your family depends on your paycheck and your money because the American dollar goes further into Dominican, so you're sending most of it back home. You're living on $5 a day. So when you're doing DoorDash and making more as opposed to being a professional baseball player, that is definitely something that we do have to look into. I know that they did just increase the minimum salary for minor league baseball players, so that was something that we could really, that's a positive note, and I think it's a step in the right direction. But honestly, there's still some tweaking that we have to go through. A lot of people say that baseball players are spoiled, and even professional athletes in general, but in my opinion, should they be making minimum wage? Absolutely, and in most cases, they're not. And then they're not getting any sleep. I would not want to be a minor league baseball player. All the traveling, you pretty much have to live off the dollar menu, and then you make more as a DoorDash driver. That is, what even is that? So the final story from today, I know I don't really have any baseball highlights. Maybe we'll end the video with a few home runs or web gems, just because I know you guys deeply miss the game that we all love in our heart. It's just, baseball is the most beautiful game in the world. It might not be the most exciting all the time, but I think it's the most beautiful, and it's definitely one that'll be around for the rest of forever. I'm hoping that with YouTube and with TikTok and Twitch and everything, we can blow up baseball even more, and hopefully with this break, everyone's staying home, people are going to watch more baseball videos and realize, hey, it's kind of a cool sport. Maybe I can get into it. Also, I thought to myself, fantasy baseball players, what's happening with all the fantasy leagues and all the people that spent money? But that's a different story for a different day. The final story from today is a Yankees fan got absolutely bodied. Now, I know this was from a few days ago, but still, it's something that I didn't show you guys, and it's kind of funny because the Astros, they have no ammo to work with, yet this Yankees guy still got pretty much thrown out and sent back to the back of the stadium. So we're going to go ahead and roll that right now. It's kind of funny. Also, if you're parental concession, or I don't even know what it's called, viewer discretion is advised, because there's a few little F-bombs, but you guys you'll be fine.
Okay.
Stop recording.
So explain
Stop
2015
recording.
to me. So what happened there?
Dude, no one knows
What happened in
the fuck is
2015?
going on.
What happened in 2015?
Who the fuck
That was in the
knows?
Bronx.
I don't know. Let's go watch
Okay,
the YouTube video.
so that's in the Bronx. So explain that to me.
Dude,
How did we cheat on there?
Nobody's saying they're not a good
Okay,
team.
all right.
No one's saying they're
So
not a
explain
good team. They fucking
2017
played
to them.
well.
I'll give you 2017 if you want. I'll give you that. So let's go to 2019 then.
You're embarrassing yourself. And
Not really.
Everyone's here. It's fucking
Not really.
embarrassing.
Not really. Game 6. Yes, it is pretty funny. So game.
I'm just sitting here in
So-
a Yankees jersey. You guys are freaking out. I mean,
No,
Jesus.
you were sitting up there. You were sitting up there talking all kinds of smack.
Let it go, please.
Oh, you know.
I gotta do my job here too.
I know.
I
me
want
too.
everybody else to have a good time.
Me too.
My kids are-
Oh, look at him. He's so happy. He got the security involved.
I didn't get anyone involved. Dude, I didn't ask for anyone. It's the world, man. The world is
Hey, where's the seats? Where's the seats? Where's your seats?
Came down here to harass him.
Oh!
Harass your
Where's the seats?
Thank you very much.
Find the seats.
Appreciate it, buddy.
No, 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 no! No, 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 no! Hey, hey, hey!
Let's hear it.
Goodbye! No, 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 no! No, 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 no! Hey, hey! Goodbye! No, 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 no! No, 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 no! Hey, hey! Goodbye!
All right, so I think what we're going to do now, just because I think everyone misses baseball, Trevor Bauer is doing, he's playing out God's plan, okay? So he is doing what the baseball gods would want everyone to do. He had a sandlot game yesterday, so we're going to show a few highlights. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, my channel, as well as from the sandlot experience that Trevor Bauer put on it. It was from a channel called Watch Momentum. I will put that in the description down below. But thank you guys all so much for watching. If you miss baseball just as much as me, subscribe because we're on our way to 200,000 subs before opening day. Now it's kind of possible because of what's going on in the world, but not in a... I'd rather not hit 200K in baseball be here. So, yeah. Trevor Bauer, thanks for doing God's work.
Guys, don't worry. I got it. I got help. Fail safe. Here we go.
This is a team you gotta make.